See, this year, okay, both employees provident fund and employees state insurance was in news continuously. So there is a high chance that you can expect a question from any of these topics. So prepare well about these topics, okay. So have an idea, this employees provident fund is a statutory body. Employees provident fund is a statutory this employees provident fund and this employees provident fund organization, okay, this fund as well as this organization, employees provident fund organization, is a statutory body created under the Employees Provident Fund Act 1952, and it is mandatory, okay. So every firms, okay, it is backed by a law. It is statutory for all the firms who are having 20 employees or more. Firms which is employing 20 or more employees, it is statutory for them to provide employees provident fund for their employees, okay. Now, so this employees provident fund, okay, so every employee as well as employer, this is a very, very important point to note down, okay. So basically it's a provident fund, okay, and it is mandatory for all the firms which is employing 20 or more people. And how the contribution is made to this particular fund is from their basic salary, okay, okay. So it is funded from the salary of their employees, okay, 12%, this is very, very important, okay, 12% of their salary. Every employee will pay 12% of their salary as well as employer, okay. So both the employer and the employee will contribute 12% of their salary to this particular fund this fund is managed by the Employees Provident Fund organization, which comes under the Ministry of Labour, okay. So that is also another important point. So this 12% is a current affair, okay. So currently, see, under the statutory law, 12% have to be contributed both by the employer and the employee. But due to this corona epidemic, there have been some waiver for this contribution for few months, okay. But under the law, you need to keep in mind that 12% have to be contributed by both the employer and the employee. So since this was if there is reduction in the contribution of the employer and employee, it will have some extra money for the employee as well as it will reduce the burden of the employer during the epidemic time, okay. So recently as part of the some relief to the employer as well as to the employee, the government have reduced it, but under the law it is 12%, okay. Under the Employees Provident Fund Act, both have to contribute 12%, okay. Now, so I told you, so it is mandatory for firms which is having 20 or more employee, plus it is EPF contribution are mandated only for, this is another important point, okay. EPF contribution is mandatory only for those earning up to 15,000 a month, okay. So anyone who's having income of 15,000 and above, it is not mandatory for them, it is voluntary for them, okay. But earning up to 15,000, it is mandatory, okay. So that also EPF contribution is mandated only for those earning up to rupees 15,000 a month. There's a chance that the government may increase this limit because for employee state insurance, the limit have been increased. So maybe in future, this EPF contribution also may be mandatory. This 15,000 per month may be changed, but currently it is 15,000 per month. Now out of this 12%, okay, out of this 12%, it will go to two fund, okay. Out of this 12%, 8.33% will go to the pension fund, employees pension fund, okay. So and the remaining, that 3.67 goes to the provident fund, okay. Out of the 12% contribution, 3.6% goes to the Provident Fund and 8.33% goes to the Pension Fund. Okay. Now we'll try to solve this question. Employees Provident Fund accounts are statutory for firms hiring 20 employees or more. So that is a correct statement. According to the current norms of the Employees Provident Fund organization, a private sector employee earning less than 15,000 a month has to contribute 20% of his salary towards this fund, matched by equal contribution from the employer. Everything is correct except this 20%. It is not 20%, it is 12%. So second statement is wrong, first statement is correct, and again I am telling you that this 12% was reduced to 10% for a few months, only for a few months only, to deal with this corona epidemic, but under the statutory law it is 12%. Okay, what is mentioned in the law, that you keep in mind. Okay, temporary provision is not important for us. What is there in the law? It is 12% only. It will be 12% will be contributed by both by the employee as well as employer. It's a very important current affair.